And I was reading a biography of him, and there was a photograph of this wonderful man, extraordinary storyteller. He wrote books for grown-ups, he wrote travel books, he wrote poems, he wrote great children's adventures. And there was my great hero, photograph of him, sitting on a bed on an island called Samoa towards the end of his life, with his pillows piled up behind him. I'll show you. He was sitting like this, knees drawn up in front of him, little book on his lap, relaxed as you like, writing away. So I thought, I'll do that. And so I do. I go to my bed, and all this stuff I've been dreaming up, here's what I do. I don't write it, because I found when I was your age, and yours, I found writing always something very difficult. I was worried about spelling. I was worried about punctuation. I was worried about whether I could do it. And I found a way of writing without writing. Listen, because it's magic. I don't write at all. I tell the story. Watch me. From my head where the dream's been, down my arm, through my fingers, onto the page. So I'm telling it, I'm not writing it. Do you understand what I mean? And the great thing is you do it without any worries. It doesn't matter if it is horribly untidy. I'm the only person who's got to read it. Punctuation doesn't matter a fig. Spelling doesn't matter. Nothing matters but telling the story down, telling it with your voice, with your real storytelling voice. Then you can write it out again. Then you've got to do with the punctuation, of course. Do you know why? Perhaps you could tell me that, the one that's yawning there. Tell me. No, I always pick on those. It's a very dangerous thing to yawn in front of me. Make sure you learn that lesson. Could you tell me why? What's your name? Olivia. That's not your fault, is it, Olivia? Olivia. Could you tell me why it is that teachers insist that you put a full stop at the end of every sentence? Listen, the rest of you, this is going to be wise. Yes, and if you don't breathe, what do you do? You die! Teachers simply want to save your life. That's what punctuation's all about. So don't argue with them, just do it. Put the punctuations. She can breathe and it's fine. Well done, Olivia, brilliant. So you put the punctuation, you put the spelling in, then when I'm lucky. You, Olivia, have not got a wife, have you? Well, I have. And I give this book with all its scribbles on to her, and she sits down at a thing called a computer, a word processor, and she hands me a sheet all typed out. And you think, yeah, you clever thing, you did that. And then you correct it, and you correct it, and you correct it. Each time it gets better and better and better, you hope, not worse and worse and worse. And when you're really ready, you send it off to a publisher. The man who makes, the woman who makes the book, usually up in London. You get a letter back, either, dear Mr. Morpurgo, we hate your book, go away. Or, dear Michael, we love your book. We are going to, this is where it gets good, Olivia, we are going to pay you a certain amount of money, Olivia, for this book. So that's why I say get paid for my dreams. That's the boring bit over with. Listen. Oh, no, it isn't actually. When the book comes through, I must tell you, this is the most exciting part of a writer's life. When you set the manuscript up, a year later, because publishers take forever, they're always going on holidays, having cups of tea, and they take forever to print the book, to publish the book. A year later, through the post, there's a brown, and in it, your new book. For the first time, I am telling you, and I know about these things, it is like having a baby. And I know there are some women sitting there, what does he know about that? Let me tell those women who are being a bit skeptical. Any decent book takes a lot longer than 9 months of pain. Do you understand? And the other brilliant thing, you're yawning again, Olivia, the other thing about a book is that when it's born, unlike a baby, which is just sort of pink and horrible and wrinkly, this comes with its own name on it. No other baby comes like that. And you look at it and you see your name and you go, yeah. Anyway, boring. I'll start with this one, Kensuke's Kingdom. And I've told you sort of the idea of it now, and I want to tell you a little story of each one, really. This book came and always comes from something, usually suggestions from someone else. I got a letter from a child, not like Olivia, much nicer, a boy, much more like you, but even nicer than you, because he didn't pick his nose. And this boy wrote me a letter. I get fan letters from time to time. Not a lot. I'm not Jacqueline Wilson, but I get some fan letters. And I was at my breakfast table and got a little pile of thingies. And I opened the letter, and it said, and I've got the letter still. It said, "Dear Mr. Morpurgo," can't spell the name, "I have just read your book, The Wreck of the Zanzibar." Full stop, that is. That's a full stop. Olivia, it's a full stop. Full stop. And then he goes on, wait for it. I like fan letters, they make you feel good, or warmy feeling inside. "I think it is the best book I've ever read." And I'm going, yeah, more. "I think it is better than all the Harry Potter books put together." And I'm going, yeah, more. And then I look, next paragraph, it goes, "But there's something I really do not like about your book. It's about a girl. I am a boy. Would you please write me a story about a boy who gets stuck on a desert island?" And I'm thinking, wow, yeah, cool. Turned to my wife and said, "Isn't that the best idea? Boy stuck on a desert island." She said, "Excuse me, it's kind of been done before. Have you not heard of Lord of the Flies? Have you not heard of Treasure Island? Don't go there. It's a cliche." I thought, well, what William Golding can do, what Robert Louis Stevenson can do, I can do, and I started thinking about it.